Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Alex of Kaidi Star Astrology, and this is my video for the incoming new moon in Gemini, which is coming in tomorrow morning, June 6th, which is a Thursday in California. However, you'll want to adjust for your current location on the planet as that time and date may change for you. We're going to go into this new moon in just a minute. There is a lot of fresh energy in the air for us to talk about. But before we do, in the spirit of all things new, I want to tell you about my monthly subscription platform that I just launched about a week ago. So excited. This has been in the vision phases for a very long time. So I just want to really quickly show you around the specs of the new site and what is available for monthly members. So if you've been wanting more consistent astrology from me, this may be a really good opportunity for you. So in the weekly astrology section, we have consistent reports that are put out at the start of your week that go into the more detailed aspects Monday through Sunday. So on YouTube, I put out these free videos. These are bi-monthly around the new and full moons, but I really just stick to the week of the new and full moons. These go into a lot more detail and just, if there's anything I feel like you should know about astrologically, I discuss it in these videos. You can see that this one was put out 3 days ago for this week, the week of June 3rd. It's a little over 20-minute video going into all the details, what the moon's doing, etc. If you have been wanting access to my courses, members get access to a free membership library. And this, of course, I'll be adding to as I create more courses. But for now, there's this little premium collection of my foundational top-selling courses. And over here, we still have access to regular courses as well for non-members. Then we have the community forum. This is the part where it's like, oh my God, we just created a social media space literally based around esoteric topics like astrology and tarot. This is so exciting. So this is a community message board or the community forum where you can come and meet other astrologers and students of astrology. You can see here, people are already in discussion, making posts. Members can create their own posts. They can post their chart, ask questions. I'll be diving in and out as well, answering questions when I can. This is just really, really exciting. This is where we start to form community around our shared love of the stars. Then we have Nick's Tarot. My friend Nick Xavier is our resident tarot reader. He's going to be posting bi-monthly card reports that coincide with the new and full moons. So you can see this card goes with our new moon that we're discussing today at 16 degrees Gemini. That's the second decan of Gemini. That is the 9 of Swords. So Nick here in this post has all the information for you available there. And so if you go here to membership, that's going to show you all the information as well as the pricing for a monthly subscription. Thank you guys so much for having patience with me while I go through that. Hope to see some of you there. Can't wait to see you and meet you in the forum. All right, let's go into this new moon in Gemini, shall we? In fact, actually, let's start with today. Today is the 5th as I get this out. And you can see that the moon is already in Gemini. So today on Wednesday, the 5th, we definitely are in our new moon vibe already. The moon has traveled over Jupiter and Mercury, expanding our mind to new ideas. That's definitely a big theme here at the moment. But the new moon officially comes in tomorrow in the early hours on June 6th. At first glance, this is a really, really beautiful new moon. I mean, we've got the new moon conjunct Venus in Gemini. And on that note, there is an insane amount of Gemini in this chart. Look at this. We've got Jupiter, Mercury, Moon, Sun, and Venus all here this first week of June. That is refreshing. It feels like somebody took a glass of ice water and threw it in our face and got us to wake up and shake off all of the stagnation that had been accumulating from eclipse season. Such a long journey of Jupiter through Taurus. Oh my God, that was a year. By the time Jupiter changes signs, we are just ready. We're ready for something new. We're ready for a new color palette. So it can feel right now like we are just letting the past drop off of our shoulders a little bit, and we are ready to open the windows and look into some new areas of life. That is what Gemini is really good at. It's just like, let's try something different. Let's fuck around and find out. Let's maybe change our mind, run around in circles. Who knows? Let's meet new people. This is a really social first week of June. Really, really a great landscape for meeting up with friends, going to barbecues, whatever, seeding and pollinating new projects, talking, podcasts, anything that involves the transference of ideas and information. Mercury ruled Gemini is the messenger, right? So we are all about that right now. We have some beautiful trines from Pluto. This is just deepening our minds and expanding our minds into what is possible. So we're cracking out of our shell. We're welcoming the new, but I just got to say, this new moon and all of this Gemini in general, this month does carry with it some lessons around discernment. And that can really be the case with Gemini. The shadow lessons that Gemini is here to learn as an archetype deal with what happens when we are too open, when we are too flexible. And I think that definitely middle of the month, there is going to be a need for some clarifying conversations. And for those out there that are experimenting with some trickery or whose motivations are not exactly in alignment with the highest good, there may be some consequences this month, all I can say. So keep it clean, everyone. Keep it clean, keep it honest, keep it true, keep it in check, and keep discernment, quality control within you and around you as you navigate this very new frontier, this new arena, this very open new space. I think that those are some of my key suggestions for navigating this energy, but overall it's really good. We see that the new moon is again conjunct Venus in Gemini. This definitely enhances the relationship theme of this chart, but I do want to bring in the phrase situationship. Venus in Gemini is less classically romantic, is more like wanting a relationship that feels more like friendship, that is really open and stimulating intellectually, but less heavy and serious. So this does signal some kind of new direction for many people, probably within relationships, that is more experimental and open. Just being careful, minding that Saturn is right around the corner over the weekend, that will start to square that space. This also goes into projects. Anything really this month is, it's like, yes, be open and do new things, but Saturn does remind over here in the background of a need for boundaries and a need for some structure here. And Saturn actually does help us. He provides the boundary and foundation that aligns us with where we really need to be going, rather than just like tasting the rainbow and letting anyone and anything into our energetic space. I think that that is a big theme of this month as well. But what I do freaking love about this new moon, honestly, is that there is a trine to the south node. This is helping us move on from relationship dramas from the past. It's like, fuck that, move on, don't care. Let's just move forward. Let's move on. That's what this new moon is really saying. Let's move on and let's see it differently, and let's see it with fresh eyes. So then later in the month as well, okay, well, let's go linear here. So new moon tomorrow, that's great and everything. But then right afterwards, we see that Venus comes into square with Saturn over the weekend. So this weekend can be a harsh reality check for relationships, very much under the umbrella of everything I just discussed thematically. Or it can just be like a sobering look at things of like, oh, I was open and I thought it was going to go this way, but then Saturn this weekend is going to kind of pull the brakes on us and be like, wait, be responsible, look at it realistically, etc. And we really want to, because the next weekend our Gemini planets start to square Neptune, and that's where the more illusory, deceptive snake in the grass quality can come through with Gemini. And that's why I say I do think that clarifying conversations this month are going to be necessary. for sure. And this is why we really want to keep it clean and honest on all fronts. And then just in general, just stay flexible and in flow. I don't think that this is a month where things are going to go exactly the way that we think they're going to go. And we want to just kind of be like a leaf blown in the wind and just enjoy the new experimental, less rigid energies of Jupiter now in Gemini. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are interested in a reading, now is a good time to reach out. My waitlist is not too bad at the moment. You can find me at my website, coyotestarastrology.com. I do hope some of you will be hopping on board with the online community and joining on the subscription platform. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you can find me there at Earth2Coyote. I do even more astrology there. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in, and bye for now.